Okay, good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Wall. I'm your host, Executive Bourbon Steward Mark Patton. 지금까지 중요한 술은 다 지금 표시한 제가 원래 좀 등록된 고향, my legal address up until recently was Bardstown since 2010. 2010년부터 제가 what is legal address in Korean? Anyway, my voting address, my tax address, my bank account all in Bardstown. 근데 럭스로는 바로 Bardstown에 있는 거고, 그래서 레벨은 Bardstown 시에 지금 증여되어 있는 것이고, 거기로 하나 유명한 증류소는 1792 세자렉 올드 피츠제럴드 증류소입니다. 작년인가 창고가 무너진 증류소는 거기 있고, so if you've seen the pictures of the 1792 warehouse that collapsed, that's right there in Bardstown. So, and then MGP is just across the river in Indiana. The old Sister Weller is right up the road in Louisville. 그래서 지금까지 얘기하는 버번은 다 딱 Louisville, Bardstown 근처, 그러니까 조금 북쪽으로 인디애나 아래 부분에서 MGP 공장에서 만든 것인데, 우리가 지금 문화, 기후, everything. So we're going across the country. 핑계로 6시간 생각하시면 핑계로 6시간인데 한국에서는 핑계로 6시간이면 어디까지 갈 수 있을까요? 대만이죠. 태국. 홍콩은 4시간 반인데 그래서 거의 태국까지 가는 이제 먼 여정이라고 생각하면 좋은데 워싱턴주 스포칸에 있는 드라이 플라이 증류소로 방문하겠습니다. 그래서 거기 이제 라키 산맥 북부 기후가 다르고 사람도 많이 다르고 그리고 거기 재배할 수 있는 곡물이 다른 켄터키하고 굉장히 다른 것입니다. Our distiller is a man named Don Poffenroth. He worked for 20 plus years in a food production company. So they did primarily sauces. 그래서 우리가 그냥 쉽게 생각하면 sauce라고 생각하면 ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise 식당이나 가정에서 사용할 수 있는 미리 준비된 condiments, sauce 만드는 회사에서 근무하다가 관리 품질장이었습니다. 관리 품질 책임자였습니다. He was the quality control guy for this company. And then in 2007년에 친구랑 낚시하면서 거기서 낚시할 만한 유명한 강은 많습니다. The Snake River, 유명한 강은 되게 많다고 하는데 낚시를 하면서 우리가 이런 훌륭한 환경에서 낚시를 할 수 있고 생활할 수 있으니까 여유 생활할 수 있으니까 이 환경에서 위스키를 만들면 어떨까 해가지고 만들기 시작했습니다. 그래서 워싱턴주 주변 농장에서 직접 재배한 곡물을 위스키로 수제 증류소에서 지금 위스키로 증류하고 있습니다. So he and his friend were on a fishing excursion on some of the beautiful rivers of Washington State, and it's pines and beautiful rivers and fly fishing. That movie River Runs Through It, I think, was filmed up in that area. So at the big, the fly reels and casting. And they were just talking, saying, what if we made whiskey in this environment? So the distillery is in Spokane. 도심 증류소이지만 주변 농장과 계약을 맺어서 거기서 직접 재배한 곡물을 다 수입하고 위스키를 만들기 시작했어요. So they've got arrangements with local heirloom farms that grow all the grain for them. They bring it into this distillery in Spokane, it's in the city, and they make it into the dry fly range. And they have a very interesting range. But since this is National Bourbon Day, we're going to start with the Dry Fly Bourbon 101. Let's look at the color first. 먼저 색상, 눈으로 먼저. If you remember my Whiskey 101 orientations, it's always eye, nose, mouth, finish, burn. So always look at your whiskey. 항상 위스키 이제 마시기 시작하기 전에 항상 눈으로 보시고. Here we go. Yeah, let's get in the camera. Okay, there we go. So 보면 아주 깔끔한 꿀이 비시고. Yeah. 그 column still 아닌 hybrid still, 그러니까 pot still 위에다가 column 조그만 거 얹어놓은 증류기니까, so they use a hybrid still, which is basically a pot still with a column rectifier on top of it. And so you're going to get clarity, which is from the column, but you're also going to get oils and legs, which is from the pot still. 이거 자세히 볼 수 있는지 모르겠지만 다리가 너무 너무 많이 생기는 위스키예요. 특히 이 나이 되는 위스키에 다리가 이렇게 많이 생긴 거는 거의 없어요. So lots of very thick and close together legs, and this is from that pot still portion or pot still effect. Okay, so 이것도 역시 그냥 여기 챗에다가 향에 대해서 얘기하면 감사하겠습니다. What are you getting on the nose? Put it in the chat. So we're not to the Triticale yet. This is a bourbon, but this has the 45% Triticale. So I was going to explain that when we get to that, the Triticale whiskey. But yes, Triticale is a hybrid grain of rye and wheat. It's higher in protein than either one, which is probably where some of this oily effect comes from also. And I didn't know this, but in the US, Triticale is not generally used for human food products. It's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's mainly focused toward animal feed. Now, I've had this in my glass since before 7:30. 7시 반 전에 잔에다가 부어놨는데 아직도 그 화사한 에세톤 향이 좀 강한 것 같아요. Okay, so Adam gets some maple syrup. I'm with you on the syrup, but I'm more to that really strong Caro white corn syrup. If anybody knows what Caro syrup is. 우리 한국인 참가자 혹시 물엿, 엿기름 그 방향으로 느낀지 모르겠어요. There's almost a burnt, like when you do corn on the cob in a campfire, it's behind that real sharp acetone alcohol fume, but it's right behind that. Okay, burnt marshmallow. All right, yeah, burnt sugar. Burnt marshmallow, yeah. And every review I've seen of this, and you can see it on our chart here too, the vanilla spike is high, and I'm not getting the vanilla. To me, it's not vanilla. It's a different. Okay, so this is 55% corn, 옥수수 55%이고 Triticale it's in Korean they call it rye mill. So it's wholemeal 밀 같이 이제 합친 곡물인데 rye mill 45%이고 그래서 약간 스파이시하고 화사한 그 향은 그 Triticale 곡물에서 오는 것이고 4년 숙성 that's got a nice kick to it. It's a little bit harsh on the finish, but it gets sweeter and to me more fruity as it goes back, and it has a nice spreading warmth. So not a deep burn, but a really nice coating warmth. 되게 여기 혀 아래쪽에서 목까지 따뜻해주는 그리고 좀 달콤해지는 과일 향이 있으면서 피니시 조금 harsh하지만 너무 나쁘지 않고 잘 퍼져서 따뜻하게 우리가 지금 첫 번째 켄터키 학 느끼는지 모르겠어요. 레벨 옐은 아직 그 켄터키 학은 별로 없다고 생각했지만 So I didn't get much of a Kentucky hug from the Rebel Yell, but this has that, yeah. Okay. Complex orange sweet big burn. Okay. Now, the mash bill will not line up, but we know a very popular product that's also bottled at 101, which is, in the chat, what whiskey do we all know that is bottled at 101 proof? 55.5도에 병입된 유명한, 우리가 너무 잘 알고 있는 whiskey가 뭐였죠? Wild Turkey. So just as a comparison, if you have other whiskeys on the shelf, you can pull out anything bottled in bond. Bottled in bond, 아무거나 bottled in bond 다 100%, 아니 50% 100 proof bourbon, any of those, or a bottle of Wild Turkey. 그래서 그 같은 도수의 지금 곡물 그 숙성 연도 비교하기 위해서 비교 시음을 하면 되겠습니다. I hope everyone has kept a little bit of Bandwagon and a little bit of the Rebel Yell, because now what we want you to do, we want you to go back to Menti, and we're going to ask you to give us a comparison, just the three bourbons. 우리가 지금까지 bourbon 3종으로 마셨는데 3개 시음했는데 Bandwagon, Rebel Yell, Dry Fly. 그래서 이 3가지만 비교해서 선호도를 지금 투표하시기 바랍니다. I'm not sure whether I was pulling for the new guy, Bandwagon, the weirdo in Washington, or the old friendly, Rebel Yell. I'm not sure where I was, but intentionally I had not. 제가 일부러 오늘 시음 여기 진행하기 전에 Bandwagon이랑 Dry Fly 안 마셔봤어요. I have not tasted either Bandwagon or Dry Fly before now. So I'd have a fresh impression. And it's been a while since I had Rebel Yell, maybe 2 years. So I'm trying to taste these all fresh. But thank you very much. All right, we've got 2 left. 2 whiskeys left. Now this is the outlier. 이건 진짜 위스키 개념 좀 그냥 완전 벗어나고 좀 깰 수 있는, 실망시킬 수 있는, 아니면 너무 충족시킬 수 있는 가능성이 있는 위스키예요. This is, I have no expectations, high, low, or otherwise. This could be, a new concept. It could be just awful. I have no idea. But this is the Triticale whiskey, 100% Triticale grain. And I did reach out to Dry Fly, and we never quite nailed down a conversation. But one of my questions is, how are they getting this Triticale grain to convert from starch to sugar? Because corn almost can't do it by itself. Barley malt is the conversion enzyme for all Scotch and a lot of American whiskey. 효소, 인공 효소 없이 이거 어떻게 전분에서 당도로 전환하는지 잘 모르겠지만 계속 연구해 보겠습니다. 도수가 45%, 100% Triticale 곡물, 4년 숙성. 그 다른 기준은 Bourbon Rye랑 똑같아요. 그래서 여기 straight 표현 사용할 수 있어요. So you notice the bottle says it's straight. It meets the criteria for a straight whiskey. So let's get the nose on this. And we'll just stay in the Zoom chat. 여기 챗 창에 지금 향 노트 올리시면 감사하겠습니다. So put your, oh, that's interesting. So I didn't do the color, but it's very similar. 생각해보면 Dry Fly는 같은 기후에 같은 char level 사용하고 있으니까 색상은 거의 비슷할 것 같아요. So Dry Fly, given that all their whiskeys are within a very few months of the same age, 3-year, 4-year, right there, and they're all using International Stave number 3 char barrels, their color is not going to have much variation because they're not doing like long agings. Although I hear they have a 10-year coming on, a 10-year bourbon. bourbon은 10년산 bourbon 언젠가 나올 거라고 소문이 있는데 잘 모르겠어요. 그 색상이 다 비슷한데 향은 어떠세요? Okay, so Kurt had Bandwagon again and getting some shellfish. This is, I'm open to suggestion on the nose here. I'm getting some acetone. And just some vague apricot. Okay, I'm getting just some vague sweetness. Mint, okay. Like a spearmint. Spearmint, apple mint. Citrus. Oh, chrysanthemum. That's, I'm getting a floral, like a real pungent floral, and that's where I'm going. Chrysanthemum is gukwa, right? Yeah, gukwa. Chrysanthemum. Very floral. I'm not getting my rye note at all. And so that's because it's not rye. All right, let's taste it. Okay. It's different. But it's not that far. It's just in terms of what it is and is not. The one I would want to do a comparison with would be Michter's Unblended American. Because what Michter's Unblended American whiskey is, it's not enough of any grain to be either a rye or a bourbon. Michter's Unblended American whiskey는 다 straight whiskey인데 곡물은 51% 이상은 옥수수도 아닌, 옥수수 51% 이상은 호밀도 아닌, 약간 비율 맞추는 그 곡물 위스키인데, 이것도 옥수수도 아니고 라이도 아니고 밀도 아니고 그렇게 되어 있으니까 약간 애매한 지대에 있는 그 맛이에요. 그래서 맛은 괜찮은데 표현하기 좀 어려워요. Wow, that was interesting. I'm getting cedar, like pencil shavings, like number 2 pencil shavings. Very, very woody, dry, but not the tannic, char, oaky. Much more of a 향나무. That's it. 향나무 맛. Which is, again, it's interesting. I don't find it unpleasant. Black pepper, okay. Huchu. Okay, pencil shavings, okay. We've got something. But it's not aggressively unpleasant at all. And for 3 years, 제가 보통 뭐 숙성한 한 특히 미국 위스키 한 6년, 7년 미만이면 제가 보통 그냥 선입견은 뭐 오텐노시 하나가 좀 튀어나올, 약간 실망스럽게 하나 좀 강하게 튀어나올 거라는 기대에 있어요. I have this kind of expectation I developed over the years I've been doing this, that when I see an American whiskey, bourbon, rye, whatever, that is younger than, say, 6-7 years, which is where, and that's where kind of Wild Turkey is. Wild Turkey is right in the 6, 7, 8 year. Most of their stuff is right in there by the time it gets to the barrel. I had this expectation of a note in the whiskey being aggressively like out of place. There's something that's like just sticking out. And this is, I'm not finding that here. There's nothing that's like, screaming, rye, pepper. It's a different direction, but it's still surprisingly well balanced for a 3-year-old whiskey. Or actually, the bottle we're showing you is just an image. This is actually, our bottle is actually 4 years old. So the text is correct on the screen. If you can see that, our bottle is a 4-year. So this is an older image when they were releasing it at 3 years. So now I want to add this to the Manhattan taste-off. So we'll do Bandwagon and Triticale and Woodford and Micah's Mark and Rebel Yell and see what we get, because this could be interesting in cocktails, I think. When we get a whiskey friends meeting together, we'll do something like that. Let's go on to our last whiskey. Still in Washington, still with Dawn, but we're in my wheelhouse, which is cask strength whiskeys. Now, what's the definition of cask strength? 챗에다가 올려주세요. 씨앗의 정리가 어떤 것이냐? Cask strength의 정리가 어떤 것입니까? What is the definition of cask strength? Okay, dumped from cask barrel with no added water. 씨앗 빨가서 그대로 뽑아 병입한 거 묻지 않고. Okay, except 60% is too perfect. So, some distilleries just get it to the closest whole number. Okay, they'll go for like 60%, but they'll adjust it so it hits a whole number, and they get away with it. So until we have a law saying you can't put any water in it, cask strength is a little adjustable, just a little bit. Okay, but the cool thing about this, 이 whiskey는 뭐 cask CS라고 하는데, yeah, you can't age something to exactly 60% and empty the cask. That would be a miracle of chemistry. And I'm sure the distiller would be like, yeah, we can do that. They probably say, yeah, we can do that. We're that good. But there's always, a fractional. It's fractionally off. So they get it to, and it's not a lot of water. It's a very tiny amount, so it's no big deal. But the cool thing about this is 100% wheat whiskey, and we talk about wheated bourbon. 우리가 뭐 웰러 자랑할 때 웰러 너무 맛있다는 이유, 뭐 페피 너무 맛있다는 이유가 밀이 들어가서 맛있다는 거, 뭐 메이커스도 뭐 다른 위스키보다 부드럽다는 것이 밀에서 부드럽다는 것이 많은데, we talk about it, but have you ever had wheat whiskey? Well, here you go. This is a 100% wheat whiskey. It gives you the character of the grain, but this is not the wheat that they use in Kentucky, because Makers uses red winter wheat, okay, which is a softer, sweeter wheat. And this is a soft wheat, but this is not a sweet wheat. This is more for bread and confectionery. This is more of a pasta wheat direction. So what's different on the nose than everything else we've tasted? 특히 그 향을 볼 때는 이거는 우리 생각하는 메이커스 마켓에 사용하는 red winter wheat, 그 부드럽고 따끔한 것보다 부드럽고 파스타나 빵 만드는 밀 생각하시면 향의 차이점이 어떤 것인가 상상해서 올려주세요. 챗에다가 올려주세요. So what's new and different on the nose here? Now I'm getting the usual sort of aggressiveness from the high proof. which is normal. But it's not really aggressive. It's not really harsh. It's there, but it's not out of control. Oh yeah, that's better. I'm getting an almost plummy, like a darker stone fruit, like fresh red plums, purple plums, right on the edge of starting to ferment themselves. And then now after I say that, then I look down at the bottom of the screen, I see fruity. So okay, that's where my fruity is going. Vanilla. Okay, now not to be pedantic, but the paradigm is that the vanilla comes from the cask. So technically, we should be able to get vanilla from every single one we've had because they're all aged in charred oak. But what's in the cask is going to amplify that. So if you're getting the vanilla pushed, it may be because of the grain, it may be because of the proof. 바닐라 향이 이제 표출한 그 성분이 뭐 바닐라 성분 자체가 통해서 위스키 이제 들어가는 것이 있는데 바닐라 아주 이제 화사하게 느껴지는 이유가 밀 때문에 그럴 수 있고 아니면 도수 때문에 그럴 수 있어요. So yeah, Adam, I know like the guy on the Screen Rant's pitch meeting, you know, I'll get up off your back about that. I'll get all the way up off your back about that. Nope, that's super easy, barely inconvenience. So, but again, not an unpleasant nose. And onto the taste, the palate. I'm getting lots of caramel.
Yeah, it's sweeter.
Mm-hmm. Which should be intuitively correct. 상식적으로 달콤함, caramel 이런 맛이 맞는 거예요. 왜냐면 밀을 웰러이나 페피나 메이커즈에 넣는 이유가 달콤한 맛을 이제 넣기 위해서 넣는 것이니까 그건 이제 표출해야 되는 거잖아요. We should get the direction we're expecting from the wheat. There's the reason it goes into pappy and so forth. It's very warm. I'm getting a real nice flush of warmth from this, which is also partially from the proof, but it's not corn heat. 그 옥수수에서 어르신 아주 뜨거운 느낌보다 그 따뜻하게 터진 느낌이 좋아요. Okay. So that's a nice addition though to the any CS lineup. So we'll come back and so what do we want to compare this to? 일부러 그 시간과 뭐 예상 문제 때문에 다 하나하나씩 꺼내지 못했지만 일단 하나하나씩 좀 비교 대상 좀 생각해봤는데 이거 비교할 수 있는 상품이 하나가 그저께 술 박람회에서 발견한 이 상품입니다. So this is something new we discovered. Jinmek, and it's 100% wheat soju. Distilled soju, 40% alcohol. Andong Jinmek soju. And saw the booth, tasted it, and it's amazing. So that gives you comparison on the grain. So grain to grain. Nice long burn. Yes, nice long burn on this one. So that gives you comparison grain to grain. And then you want to line this up with your Old Granddad 114, your Booker's, your, let's see, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So you want to put it up there. Okay, so here's something I did not know. Kurt's telling us most craft soju is 100% wheat. I did not know that, and they didn't say that. I thought most craft soju was still rice. But yeah, Jinmek is right. Jinmek is correct, Adam. That's correct. And so cool. That's a good thing to know. That's the first time I've seen somebody put it forward as 100% wheat. In terms of their promotion and their material. So that's interesting. I'll have to go back and recheck that. So there's some good comparisons we can make. Dosuga, well, the nuruk is wheat. Yeah, that's correct. But this is everything in it is wheat. And so we'll have to do a comparison sometime of this little gem, which is a 100% barley soju, also at 40%. 40도로 증류된 보리수, and then the Jinmek Andong Mil soju. So we'll have to compare those. So 이거 비교 대상이 좀 다양하게 쪼개볼 수 있으니까 좋겠어요. All right, now it's time for our final evaluation. So I'm gonna direct you back to Menti for the last time. 우리가 6개 위스키를 마셨는데 비교 평가는 아니고 그냥 절대 평가, 그냥 왼쪽은 가장 그냥 별로 and then really nice, great, 맛있다, 좋다, 사고 싶다, 오른쪽에 그냥 평가를 올리십시오. 6개 다 그냥 이거 비교 대상 아니고 그냥 절대 평가입니다. Wow, it's a dead heat. This is amazing. Bandwagon, Rebel Rye. Wow. Okay. The link will remain open if you haven't quite gotten it done. But in the interest of time, we're already past our promised finishing time of 9 o'clock. But if you're okay, we're going to wrap up here with our prize drawing. And then I have before we go to Q&A, I have a short personal message I need to share.